Arena bots are taking over the game. Special offers for those exclusively on Google, and the forum post Kabam never respond to goes on. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. Hopefully you've had a lovely weekend. Let's get into the juicy, newsy stuff. Before we get into that stuff, massive thank you to my YouTube members, my Patreons, and as well my Twitch subs. If you do want to become a Twitch sub person and have a Amazon Prime account, then all you need to do is go to the link in the description and it'll tell you how to give the free sub to a Twitch stream. It doesn't have to be me, but it does really help out the channel if you do. And as well, if you want to support the channel just by hitting the like button, subscribing, post notifications on, and commenting, you are doing your bit as well. And I thank you very much. Oh yeah, that's right, we're getting into the news. Whoa. Well, our first story, which is all about me at the moment, it's all about me. The Contest Realm podcast with myself and Dan, Frontline MCOC, is out. It's not out on YouTube at the moment because there's an issue with rendering videos, which we're trying to sort out, but it's out on SoundCloud, Spotify, and should be iTunes, Apple Podcasts, if it works. It's always a day delayed for some reason. One of the major things that we discussed was Alliance Wars. Alliance Wars burnout, Alliance Wars just being crappy. And the fact is, getting those rewards, yeah, it's great, but the volume of it just seems a little bit more hard work for the time and effort you've got to put into the grind of the season. And the reason I bring you to this particular post is just talking about a few issues with the whole kind of thing with Alliance Wars seasons, matchups and things. I got contacted by somebody on Twitter a while ago about the fact that they were a Gold 2 Alliance and they were going up against someone in Tier 4 or Tier 3 or something along the lines of it being completely ridiculous for the point of pairing up. Or it was a case they were in Silver and they were going up against someone in Gold 1 or Gold 2. Either way, and the point I'm going to get to is that you will see from time to time the matchups do not seem fair at all. Well, sometimes, yeah, Kabam get it right, but the matchmaking system isn't exactly perfect. Quick Pick takes some time to just highlight some of these issues and goes into great detail on this. Now, even though the post shows great analytical data, a lot of people are pointing to facts of like, well, how did Kabam come up with the way that they operate the system for matchmaking? Is it largely based on prestige? Does prestige play a factor? Is it all on Alliance Wars rating? Is it not? Is it a combination between Alliance Wars rating and prestige? The fact is that are bits of information that we still do not know. At the end of the day, looking at this whole Alliance War Seasons type game mode being fair, I guess there's going to be like, well, what Kabam constitute a fair matchup? What we as a community would say is a fair matchup, but also difference of opinions. Because there's going to be people going, right, well, if you got paired up, you're similar rating, but you have better defenders and attackers than the other team, then is that fair? Yes and no, because the other team would have worked hard to get to that particular war rating that then matched them up, or if it's based on prestige. So there's a lot of variables and I don't think anybody can really say that they are right. But still Kabam that needs to give us information. But it was interesting to read this here by Mr. Tic Tac saying we got matched for this war with an alliance that is around the same war rating, around the 2k mark, but their alliance rating is 500k. Average rating around 16k. We're a 70 million alliance rated, probably just an anomaly. But this scenario must happen to other alliances. Only other explanations I have is they have matched us in war, then everyone left, before everyone placing and replaced with the second accounts. For me personally, I'm done with Alliance War Seasons. I can't wait for it to be over, and at the same time, I really would wish Kabam would go back and look at this stale game mode. And you can put defense tactics in it as much as possible, and you can push that narrative that it is not meant to be 100%ed. That to me just screams that I'm just pretty much bored of it. And funnily enough, people have actually started discussing how Siphon's impacted Alliance Wars, with someone even saying that everyone just needs to realise and accept that if there is a way to make Alliance Wars worse, Kabam will find it. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Alliance Wars? Should it be changed? Should it be removed and some kind of new type of mode being put in? What are your thoughts? Put it in the comment section down below. And what are your thoughts on Siphon? If you run it, if you do it, then what are your thoughts on it? Is it really frustrating and would you like Kabam to do something about it? Or are you happy with the way it is? First up, and shout out to Chronic who put this on Reddit and obviously doing the hard work in order to collect the information from missions from Thanos. And as you can see, the interactions are there. Very handy if you're preparing to go against some sort of content and just prepare adequately. Second chart that he's done is a sizing chart. Now for those that like to prepare for things like Variant 2, also it's kind of cool to see that we've got Mojo there. It's been an extra large champion. That is going to be really fun for me to do some reviews. Maybe I'll do something that looks at how much he can shred through Variant 2. So that could be quite fun. Also, more information is down here on small champions. Obviously handy for certain content that requires it. You don't see it too much, but still it is handy to know about the interaction. So check it out, link is in the description. In other news and Google Play exclusives. Now, as you know, I do run a Google Play device and I run an iOS device. Just obviously, so when these things come up, you can just go, right, this is what they're up to. So yeah, it's not something that I think a lot of players will that on iOS will get bitter about, and like, it's cool. It would be nice to kind of see something that was a bit more substantial, but as you can see, it's a Grandmaster Shattered Heart Crystal, and as well, you know, you get some health, a health boost, you get some level 4 health potions and level 3 health potions. So for £9.99, I think people will really kind of leave this. Obviously, there's certain champions you'd love to think that you could get a 5-star from this, but let's face it, guys, it's going to be very rare if you're actually going to pick up a 5-star from this, and it does not include a 4-star Cyclops, the new Xavier School version, a 5-star Daredevil Classic, Scarlet Witch, and Wolverine, which, you know, boo. The deal itself is not really for most players, so like I said, it's take it or leave it. £9.99. It's, if you're looking at it to get the health potions, then you are, and the crystal is just RNG. Chances are you're not going to get lucky, but it's up to you if you want to buy it. Okay, now to talk about a particular forum post which just gets constantly ignored by Kabam, and that is hits into block counter by special. Now, even though at times I feel this isn't so much of a problem nowadays, it feels to me that this has evolved a lot. It's still pretty much there when you hit into the block and then you just counter by special, especially if then you're looking to kind of like cower back with like a dexterity or do other things. But I'm going to give you an example in a moment that just kind of like proves this is happening more and more. Now, this video is going to appear a little bit grainy, so it may be difficult for people to see this, but you'll be able to see a heavy attack, and it comes in after that point of the heavy attack being done. And as we know, the same thing happens with special attacks. The champion throws a special attack, you evade it, and then you're able to punish back on it. It feels to me, and a lot of players as well, this is not a thing. And it's like the AI is being changed again. And I don't know if Kabam would ever say, yes, we've changed it, you know, you just have to play a bit differently than normal. But it does give you a bit of a complex to say, like, right, have I got to change the way I play because the AI has been dramatically changed? And again, I want to keep this on just playing out. As you can see, there's no kind of problem here. Heavy attack, go back in again, and then hit into being smacked by a special attack. Is that so much of a window, like a small window there of a dropped input? Or is that a consistently dropped input? There's so many different things to kind of like pick up on here. But at the end of the day, the AI does and has felt very different over the last couple of days. And as well, people still have the same problems month in, month out. Now at this point, I don't want to go tinfoil hat job and say like, what, has this been purposefully done? Because I understand that games have problems with keeping consistency. That seems to be an ongoing thing. But when it comes to this being such a problem, even from like, this is well over a year now, this feels like it is being, we told it was slightly addressed in a few months ago, but it was not, it's not a case that it's been consistent enough to say, look, something has definitely changed positive. It feels like we've gone back to a negative point in the game. Whether it's hit into block counter by specials or it's this one here that Arnie 2 picked up on. I really hope this isn't like the inequity situation where, again, like we're years down the line and nothing's been done. So, I really hope that something with that interaction could be sorted out. And now let's move on to one of our main stories, and that is Arena Bot. Arena Bot is a current big issue at the moment, as well as merc services and things that damage people's accounts. You would be surprised how many people contact me about trying to save their accounts when it's been banned or it's been found to be doing things of nefarious means. But the fact is, there's very little I can do, and it takes a long time to even get an audience with a member of Kabam to sort out or help out with those issues. So don't do it. Don't get involved with these arena bots. Don't get involved with stuff that is going to jeopardize your account. And even like saying that, people still do it. So don't do it. If you've done it once, it's going to be difficult for your account to be seen as being playing like normal and cleanly. I use that term a lot, cleanly. So you need to make sure that you are playing in a way that's not going to endanger your account. It will be hard work, but the same thing, like, well, do that. People spend like tens of thousands of pounds or dollars on this game, you know, and that's fine. But at the same time, you should not try and be them, be you, and don't worry about these kind of things. So don't go to these arena bots. Don't go to these merc services. Do it yourself. If you have to grind out loads in arena to do it, then that will have to be what you'll have to do. So yeah, the fact is, don't get involved with these arena bots. And at the same time, if you do, you will bear the brunt of it and your account will be in trouble. And now on to arena predictions. All my predictions are down below at the moment, as they usually are on Mondays and Wednesdays. But it's going to run you through them based on some results that I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going with 45 mil this time for round 2 with Domino, and also 4-star 6.5 mil and 3-star 900k, basic 1.55 mil. Apologies, I went a bit overkill it seems with the Domino kind of prediction at 52 mil, and in fact it looks like the champion went for 42 mil, so my apologies, but still obviously you got the champion, so if you went for that, you got it, well done. Yeah, just to kind of like confirm these results, 42 mil, as you can see here, with someone getting a position of 116, and that's why I've kind of said 45 mil for round 2, because it's probably better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, just to clarify that Domino situation, position 586 with 6.7 mil. Look, 6.5 is going to be absolutely fine. If you're a bit concerned that maybe that's kind of like a bit too close, then go up to 6.8, but I'm pretty tight with 6.5 being the correct one. Check out Marvel Contest Champions True Course later on for the full arena history and arena night cutoffs. And there we have it, guys. That has been the Marvel Contest of Champions news. Thanks very much for watching. Check out some recent content that's up here. Check out the supporting links here to support on membership or on Patreon, and as well the second channel where we do all the live streaming and other stuff. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.